Welcome, 6th grade. I've seen a decent amount of your papers. Please don't hesitate to get them back. Transformations is what we're going over today. Now there's 3 different types, and that's what we'll work on. So, find the supplement of each angle. Remember, supplement, 2 things added together to make 180 degrees. So if this is 35, the supplement would be 145. 95, what plus 95 makes 180? Well, it is 85. All right, so we've got our problem of the day that we got an answer to. Now we move on to transformations. Well, there are 3 types of translations. 3 types of transformations. Translations, reflections, and rotations. These can change geometric shapes in either where they are or how they're oriented. And we'll talk about that. With the vocabulary, we've got these items. Oh, I did forget to talk about reflections there. I'm sorry. So, a rigid transformation moves a figure without changing its size or shape. So the original figure and the transform figure are always congruent. They're always the same. I have this shape here. I move it. Still same shape, still same size, just different location. I can move it any which way, but that is a transformation. A translation is the movement of a figure along a straight line. So this is actually what I was describing. From here to there, or from here to here, or from here diagonally, or down. Translation is a movement along a straight line. Rotation is the movement of a figure around a point. We have the figure. My fingers are the point that's holding it, and I'm rotating around that figure. That is a rotation. When a figure flips over a line of reflection, creating a mirror image, then it is also called a reflection. The line the figure flips over is called the line of reflection. So, if we think about a line of reflection being right here, it's like, oh, we have that figure that is just in that same but across that line. Or from here, we would have a figure that's the same but across this line. You'll be able to see it a little bit better when they do it. But translation, rotation, reflection. We'll show you all 3 today. Now, tell whether each is a translation. So as I look at this, I got to look at a mirror. Did I take it and did I flip it here? These 2 points, oh, they're both about the same distance away. These 2 the same distance, these 2, those are farther, those are farther. If I take and I flip it, it fits right on top of there. And so yes, it is a reflection. There's the line of reflection. The figure is flipped over a line, it's a reflection. Now, if you think about that, it's just taking it and flipping it over the line. Visualize that in your mind. This one, notice, line here, oh, moved it to a new place along a straight line. That would be your translation. Then, rotate it around a point. We took it, everything stayed the same, and we just rotated, pivoting on that one. All right, like when you pivot in basketball. New location, rotated around a point. It is a rotation. All right, here we take and we flip it across, and it lines and matches up perfectly. I also like to think these 2 points, they're very near. Both are very near. These 2 are the same distance. Those 2 are the same distance. Just a way to think about it if you can't see that flip. The figure is flipped over a line. It is a reflection. This one, we've got that point around which it moves. It is a rotation. Took the sun, took it to a new spot along a straight line. That is a reflection, or excuse me, a translation. My apologies. Now, we look at this coordinate system that's here. A full turn is 360 degrees. Remember a circle? So, I'm looking at you. A full 360 degrees is 1 full turn. So a fourth of a turn is 90 degrees. Half a turn is 180 degrees. That's why people say they did a 180 when they changed directions and went the opposite way. And then 3/4 of a turn is 270 degrees. Because a whole circle is 360. So, if we have an item that starts here and it goes to here, that's 90, 180, 270, and back to the 360. All right. Okay, 90, 180. Now, draw each transformation at a 180 degree rotation. So we're going to take each thing and move it 180 degrees. So this line, 90, 180. These two are the same. All right, so this line should come down. This guy and this guy are the same. That line, all right, so when we flip that, that line should go out, then should come down, then should go out, come across, and back up to the top, where 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, this guy here, we turned it 180 degrees, remembering everything has to move in those same terms. Let's see how we did. We did all right. This one is probably the hardest to master, the hardest to understand. Getting squares or triangles is pretty easy, but when they're more complex shapes, it's a little harder. Focus on those straight lines, and the other parts will fill themselves in. Draw each as a transformation. Draw a horizontal reflection. They meant a vertical reflection. So, this line's very close. So I put a line that's very close. Goes out a little bit, and then goes across. Goes out a little bit, then goes across. And we have like the bird's beak. See how I took and flipped it across there? Knowing this is farthest from it, so that's got to be farthest from it. This is closest, so that's got to be closest. Trace the reflection, all right? They meant across the, I guess this is horizontal across that line of reflection, but it's a vertical line. All right? Draw each transformation 180 degree rotation. So I think about this line, 90, 180. All right, so this line comes in here and has to come to a point, and then the next one is there. Think about these lines moving 180 degrees. Each one should make a straight line. Do you see how that's a straight line? Do you see how that's a straight line? This one's not touching anything, but it'll connect those two straight lines. Because I took that all the way 180 degrees, so it makes a straight line. All the way 180, so it makes a straight line. And again, yes, we did match it up pretty decently. Horizontal reflection. There, we see it going out. See it going out a little bit more. Then we go down. We go down. And we have a reflection pretty close. They don't have to be perfect, but do your best. Okay? So that's everything there. You got to see a few examples. Pause in the definition page. Pause or relook at examples when I do it to try to redo yours. All these things can be helpful. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine.